All right, are we live?
Yes, you're live.
Okay, I didn't see the little thing that before we come on. So okay, awesome, awesome. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of our Positivity Live call. Thank you guys. I know we did not have a call last week, but we are excited to be here this week. And wherever you're tuning in from, please go ahead and shout out in the comments. Let us know who's on. We want to see who's joining our call today. We are getting close to the end of February, already 2 months into 2026, and just hitting the ground running, right? So if you are tuning in from whether you're in another country or in the United States, let us know where you're tuned in from. We want to see you. We want to shout out your comments today, and we want to make you obviously part of the call, like we do every week. So today, we are talking about winning together. Right, that is the theme of today's conversation: is winning together in collaboration. And who do you collaborate with? Maybe you collaborate if you are, maybe if you're a job seeker, you're collaborating with somebody so you both can win and find a job. Maybe if you have a small business, you're collaborating with some other people to help all your businesses grow together, right? But the thing with collaboration is that it's about growing together, right? Not just working together. Maybe you work with a coworker or you just work with somebody in the same building or the same company, but it's about growing together, right? Sharing those ideas, the strengths, the opportunities. And basically when you work together, you accelerate together, right? You grow faster. So that's really what this comes down to, is that we were talking today about how we grow, how we work together as a team, and how we collaborate with others. So we're going to be sharing a lot of these thoughts today. We encourage you, if you want to be a part of the call, please, I think Zion will be sharing the link so you can join and click on the link and join our call as well. We'd love to have you up here as well and talk a little bit about today's conversation, winning together in collaboration. Let's see. I don't see any of the comments come through yet, but I know they'll start coming in as people start joining on the call here. I am not doing this call by myself. Obviously, I'm on this call today with the host with the most on here. That's Zion. Zion's got a little back pain going on today, and he's here. He's showing up. He's ready to rock and roll. But I'm kind of taking over the reins a little bit today to host here, and he'll be on here as well, sharing his thoughts. And then I believe Ennie will be joining us soon as well. So without further ado, there he is. Look at it, right on cue. As soon as I said Ennie was joining our call, he is here. He is right on cue. How are you, Ennie?
I'm good. Almost didn't make it, but I'm here.
There you go.
See you too. So it's all good. It's Friday, right? It's Friday.
Yes, it's Friday. It's Friday. We're happy. We're staying positive here. We got OG Mike 007 in the comments. Says no comments here. I'm calling in from cyberspace. All right. Well, that's an interesting first comment to kick us off. All right. Well, wherever you are in cyberspace, good to see you join us, OG Mike. Thanks so much. But yes, as I mentioned, I'm not, and he's perpetually late, but we love him. Ennie, who's OG Mike? Do you know who he is?
Yeah. Of course I know Mike. Mike LeBlanc. Of course we know him.
Which Mike is this? Who is this?
Mike LeBlanc.
That is okay. Gotcha. Now I know who that is.
On YouTube, he's OG Mike.
I did not know that. Okay, thanks for sharing that. It makes sense now. Perfect. Well, good to see you, Mike.
I am always late. I love any time. It's a thing. I keep telling people, any time is when I turn up.
Any runs on any time. That's what it's all about. There we go. See, so I love it. Good stuff. Zion shared the link here. Now we got Soulful Squirrel Studios. He's coming on strong in all his different fashions here. He's like Visa everywhere you want to be, right? There you go. So, all right. So let me introduce myself. For those who don't know me, I am Jamie Edwards. I'm coming from the United States. I'm in Illinois in the Midwest, where it's about 30 degrees or so outside today. I'm just looking outside here. The weather's been playing mind games this week because yesterday it was 60 degrees. Today we're back down to 30. So we're playing games here, but I feel like warm weather is coming here soon. For those who don't know what I do, I am a career coach. by trade. I do I do career coaching. I help job seekers every day with different aspects of their job search. I help them with their resumes. I rewrite resumes for people at all different stages of their career. So whether you're a college student looking to get into the job world, or you're somebody who's got a lot of years of experience and you're just looking to get a new opportunity, I write resumes for all different types of people. I also do interview practice as well. I work with people on their interview skills and help them prepare for interviews. I help them with answering certain questions during the interview process and mock interviews, and how to get the salary that people should be making. And I also help people with their LinkedIn profiles as well. I help many people revamp their entire LinkedIn profile and make it stand out so recruiters and hiring managers can find them easier, right? And so they can make an impact on LinkedIn and start to grow and get more followers and get more connections and ultimately make an impact so people can find them easier. My company is called Jam Sessions with Jamie. I've been doing this now for over 3 years on my own. I've worked with about a little bit over close to 1,000 job seekers now in that time period. So I do have quite many clients that I've worked with and a pretty good track record of getting people hired. And I love what I do, right? We're going to talk about this today when it comes to collaborating, right? I've been collaborating with other people and other career coaches, and it's really been helping me learn as much as possible and grow in this space. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, is collaborating, right, and winning together. Anybody else, if you're in the comments, please shout it out. We've seen Mike comment from all different aspects of the cyberspace. We want to hear where else you're coming from. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to Zion so he can go ahead and introduce himself, and then we'll bring it over to Ennie so he can talk about himself, and then we will go ahead and share our thoughts on today's topic, and then hopefully bring up some people in the audience here. Linda, good to see you. I see your comment just came through. Linda is a regular in here. It's good to see you in here. Thanks so much, Linda. I don't know, is that a new profile picture, Linda? I don't know. I feel like I see people's profile pictures all the time, and then when they change them up, I feel like I kind of know that. So I don't know. It's a good picture. I love it. Good to see you, Linda. Zion, go ahead. I'm going to pass it over to you. Please, people know you obviously, but go ahead and introduce yourself and talk a little bit about what we're going to be discussing today.
All right. Thank you so much, King Jimmy. Happy Friday. And to everyone who are joining us today, we appreciate you so much. Indeed, it's another episode of our Positivity Live. And thank you so much, King Jimmy, for taking us off from the conversation today. And today's topic is about collaboration. And I tell you, it's a profound war. It's something that we all need to get into and embrace, because the power of collaboration is immense and is inexhaustible. For those who are joining me for the very first time, I want to say welcome and thank you for joining us once again. My name is Zion Inogiru, you're Mr. Positive Energy, as you can see on your screen. A man on a mission to spread positivity to every corner of the earth, 1 million people at a time. Now, I'm getting used to the 1 million people because I used to say one person at a time. But the vision has gotten bigger and broader. And through the power of media, we can be able to reach out to 1 million people at a go. And for us, it's very powerful. So I'm a positivity coach and mentor. I help people embrace the power of positivity intentionally, even in the overwhelming challenges in the world where there are so many things going on, people going through, work stress, life stress, relationship stress. But having a coach or a mentor to hold you by your hand and lead you through the journey of positivity is a game changer. And for anyone out there, you are overwhelmed, or you're not feeling so positive, and you need someone, a coach or a mentor, to help you embrace that intentional life of positivity, that's where I come in. And I also host online events. And we are taking online events to a whole new level by making people best-selling authors through online events. So you want to host online events, you want to be visible, you want to put yourself in the front of a target audience, you want to reach out to more people, or you want to teach your team, your marketing team, on how to leverage the power of events. Free, reach out to myself. And I tell you, there's so much we can do together just by hosting online event. For me, I'm very excited about the conversation today, but I'm going to pass the mic to our godfather in the building, Mr. Ennie, even as he introduces himself, and then we go deeper into the conversation.
Awesome. Yeah, so a few more people joined us. Joshua, welcome. We see you. So Mike, I see your comment as well. So it says Jamie LinkedIn, like Jamie treats LinkedIn like a full-time sport, except the endorsements, the trophies, and the job offers are just bonus points. That's Jamie for you, right? I always appreciate your kind words, Mike. Right, me, look, my focus is on my author speakers conference that's going to happen next Thursday. You can see the flyer behind me. So we have 6 amazing authors who've written great books, all award-winning authors, and they're going to share the stories, the journeys. They're going to talk about why they write, the internet, and the inspiration behind the passion for writing. Come along, tickets are £10, $13. I find out an exchange rate. Linda's got a ticket already, so thank you so much, Linda. So you're gonna have a great time, I can assure you. Come and meet the authors. Come and learn from other authors who are speaking on stages. That's what author speakers conference is all about. So we'll go through the process of teaching people how to become paid speakers. That means we have to pay them. So Jamie, if you haven't got your ticket yet, time to get your ticket. $13 it costs. I can't pay my speakers unless my friends turn up, right? I need my friends to turn up. So Linda, I appreciate you more than anyone. Make me even realize, right? I'll share the link in the comments. Mike, I know you're gonna buy a ticket. Mike's already committed to buy a ticket, so I'm not gonna scream at him. But I'm being quite harsh with my friends. I'm saying, are you gonna buy a ticket or not? If you're not, let me know now. And they're like, oh, of course I'll buy a ticket. So it's all good. We've got many sales, or many attendees already now. We're going towards over 50 and going and up. So we need more of you, my friends. Even if you can't make it, you can always watch the replay. If you don't buy a ticket, there's no replay for you, right? So yes, no excuse. Go buy your £10 tickets, please. Anyway, the next one, Jamie, is going to be on stage in London in a proper venue. So I'm excited. Yeah. Anyone I can work on? No, Mike's talking. Anyway, there you go. That's me, Jamie. That's me.
All right. Love it, Annie. Thank you. Love the shout out with your event. You're doing some big things, obviously, all the time. And I know you stay busy, definitely. I mean, that's an understatement. 24 hours a day, and Annie needs 30 hours a day if he can get it, right? So there you go. Love to hear it. So, and that, and you're going to talk a little about collaboration and the people, the speakers you collaborate with. So I'm sure you have a lot to share on today's topic. So awesome. Yes, we got some people we've seen some shout outs in the comments here. I know we got some other people that are probably watching us too today. Maybe they haven't shouted out in the comments, but just remember that this call, this conversation, is not just about the 3 of us, right? We can share our thoughts on every week we show up and we share our thoughts on whatever topic we decide we want to discuss, right? But this conversation doesn't happen without all of you joining us, right? And we love hearing everyone's different perspectives on the topic we talk about, right? So, and today's an important one, talking about collaboration, right? Because it happens in a lot of different ways. So, without further ado, I'll kind of talk a little bit about what collaboration means to me, right? And I guess, from a coaching perspective, right? I guess I want to start by just talking about the collaborations that I see with the job seekers that I work with, actually. And I'm not just talking about the coaches that I work with that we grow together, but one of the things that I encourage in the world of career coaching is I encourage job seekers that I work with. And what I do sometimes is I will pair up job seekers that I'm working with each other, and I will introduce them to each other, and I will have them in a conversation, like a message thread on LinkedIn. And the goal is to have them work with each other and collaborate with each other and hold each other accountable to be able to apply to a certain amount of jobs per day, to be able to talk about how their job search is going and check in at certain periods, and really be able to form a coalition where they can grow together and they can talk about what's worked in their interviews, even if people are not in the same industry, right, or the same level of their career. You can still learn so much about how to interview with people, or how to interview, how to answer certain types of questions. You know, you can hold each other accountable to applying to a certain amount of jobs per day and per week, and just really having that team effort to be able to succeed together, right? And that's the topic that we're talking about today, right? Is winning together, because that's so important. I mean, sure, can you win by yourself? Yes, by all means, of course. If you're a job seeker, if you're a career coach, yeah, you can win by yourself and you could do things yourself and you could have your own ideas. But when you work with other people and you build with other people and you start realizing that it's not always a competition as to who, like for me as a career coach, right? I could sit here and say, oh, it's a competition. Who's going to get the most client job seekers are going to work with in a month? That's not important to me, right? It's not about who gets more in the quantity of people that I work with. It's about the quality that I can give people, the quality that I can provide to my clients and who I work with. That's why for me, it's so important that I'm always looking to grow on LinkedIn, and I'm always looking out for other career coaches that do the same thing as me. And I schedule calls with them. I jump on discovery calls with them just to find out what life is like for them as a career coach. What are some of the things that separates them from other people? What are the things that they're doing to grow? I learned so much. Right? That's what we're always, you can't possibly know everything. You can't. It's just not impossible. If you feel like you've learned everything and you feel like there's no more growth in anything, then you need to do something different, because then you've kind of hit a dead end and you feel like you've done it all. Right? For me, career coaching changes so much. Resumes change so much. The way that we reach out to recruiters changes over time. The way that we interview changes over time and whatnot. There's always things that we're doing different. And that's why it's important to me that I have I call it my tribe of career coaches. There's certain people that I know I can rely on. I can go to. I know I can reach out to them if I ever need anything. I know that I'm going to continue to learn from them. And vice versa. They're going to learn from me. They can reach out to me anytime they want. They can ask me questions, and I'm not going to shy away from it, right? But if you would have asked me this 3 years ago, I had a totally different feeling. I said I wanted to do this by myself. I didn't want to rely on anybody. I just wanted to kind of go in it at my own, and that was it, just me, right? But I've learned over time that that's not always the best solution. It's not always the best way to do things. And that's why I think this conversation is so important, because when we realize that we can grow together as a team, and we realize it's not always about competition, but that there's more than enough people to work with in our field, that's when we win, right? And that's when those conversations happen and you start realizing to yourself that maybe what you're doing isn't working and it's okay to ask for help, right? So that's my thoughts on collaboration. I love the growth that I've made in here. I collaborate, the collaboration I have with my co-hosts in here, Zion, Eni, right? Lydia, Isa, my collaboration with them and the way that we've grown over these several years of doing this positivity call, it's really just taken off, and we've grown with each other, right? We've grown our followers. We've grown this call from what it was several years ago to what it is now, right? We've done so much, and that's, that growth is going to continue to go. So I love it. Joshua says, this is insightful. I've got an eye opening on this. I love it, Joshua. That's what we're trying to do here, right? Is open up your eyes and people to realize that, that these conversations need to happen. And, we talk about these things that really matter. So, that's a little bit about what I feel on today's topic. I'm going to pass it over to Zion so he can talk about power of collaboration, and then we'll give it over to Eni, and then hopefully we can get Mike up here, or even Joshua, if you want to come on stage, or anyone else who's watching today's call, please come join us. We'd love to hear your opinions as well. So Zion, over to you.
All right. Thank you so much, King Jimmy. It's always amazing to hear your thoughts and your deep insights on our conversations week in, week out. And thank you so much for the amazing things you do, especially in collaborating and working together with other persons. One of the reasons I love this conversation, it's very practical. And the question is, who are you looking forward to collaborate with today? To be honest, we know that there are many of us out there on the online space who are doing many things, who are doing great things. But then you are looking for who to collaborate with. And This event is always watched and by thousands of people all over the world, and I believe that is an opportunity to give to people to come up and say and just to share who you are looking forward to collaborate with. The truth is, people might not know what you do if you don't talk about it. People might not know how they can work with you, how they can partner with you, how they can collaborate with you if they don't know what you do. So, what do you do? Come up on stage, share with us, tell us what you do, and then who are you looking forward to collaborate with? I tell you, so much can happen from event like this. I've seen firsthand what event like this can do for people just by coming up on stage or just being active in the comment section. And then you can see people who are interested in the impact you're making, who are interested in your skills, who are interested in your expertise, who are interested in the kind of business you do, and they want to work with you, they want to partner with you. Why? Because they've heard you, they've seen you. And that's why it's very, very important. Now, what I just shared with you today changed my life a few years ago. And I'm always grateful for Mr. Eni. I remember coming on the online space newly and having a Zoom meeting with Mr. Eni. I could remember vividly how the call went. And lo and behold, after the conversation, we shared some few things, and boom, it really became a catalyst and a game changer to how the trajectory of my journey has been. It's been a growth process. It's been a journey where we have to learn and relearn and learn again. Why? Because embracing the power of collaboration became a game changer for me. To be honest with you, man does not live in isolation. So no matter how good you are, no matter how eloquent you are, no matter how how profound your expertise is, you're still going to need people, whether you like it or not. If you are selling, you're going to sell to people. If you are buying, you're going to buy from people. Whatever it is that you do is about people, and the ability for us to place priority in people, in working together with people, it's very, very important and is a major game changer. One can win 1,000, why two can win 10,000? It's a principle that works greatly. And I believe that, having this conversation to invite people to share with us, who are you looking forward to collaborate with? By God's grace, myself, Annie, and Jimmy, and a few other persons in the comment section, we have a vast network of people who are involved in different things. Name it, just name it. They are involved in different things and are interested in some skills. And I believe that you coming up and say, just, you know what, this is what I do. And these are the kind of people I'm looking forward to collaborate with, can position us to see, okay, this is what we can do to help you. One thing me Annie will always say over the years, he says, you don't know who you might help or who can help you. And whenever I say that, it rings a bell in my head. Why? Because that was the same comment he made from the very first conversation I had with him. People are trying to come and to talk about what they do. People are, oh, I'm an introvert. I don't like talking too much, or I'm shy, or I don't know what to say. Just put yourself out there. There is no harm in talking about what you do. There is no a best way to talk about what you do. Say it the way you can say it, talk about it the way you can talk about it. Because the truth is, everyone is unique, everyone is important. The way you're going to talk about what you do might not be the way I talk about what I do. So, but the ability for you to believe in the way you talk about what you do and know that you can attract the right people, it's key and very, very important. So, collaboration for me is a non negotiable skill because it's a skill. It's a skill we have to nurture. How to work with people, how to align with people, how to, you know, be in the same space of mind with people are very, very important in our journey of collaboration. Like I said earlier, man does not live in isolation. I was speaking to somebody earlier before the show, and the person was like, "Oh, I don't like talking to people. I'm not a people person because people has hurt me before, because people have done XYZ to me before." Well, I respect it, I understand it, but for the fact that you know things have happened in the past doesn't mean we should be scared of the future. Because when we are stuck in the past, it deprives us of truly enjoying the future that we want to see. Collaboration in this time and season is non negotiable. And it's not a time to keep silent. It's not a time to say, I don't want to talk. You need to talk. You have to talk about what you do, because if you don't talk, we don't know what you do. Like Jamie, we heard know Jamie help job seekers in writing resume, in preparing them for a job interview, and all these things. He talks about this from the first time I knew him. He has been talking about it, and 3 years passed. He's still talking about it. That's what we are talking about. Talk about what you do confidently, unashamedly, because I tell you, because he talks about what he does, people are attracted to him. People want to be around him. People want him to help them. Why? Because he's bold enough to talk about what he does. So my question for you is, are you bold enough to talk about what you do? And if you are, the link is in the comment section. Feel free, jump in on the call, come tell the world what you do so that people can know about what you do, how they can help you, how they can support you, how they can collaborate with you, how they can help your dream come true. I remember a few years ago working with Mr. Eni, I used to think about writing a book. I used to think about, oh, how am I going to write a book? I have no clue. I didn't know what to do. But because I met with Eni, what used to be a challenge for me, what I never had a clue about, Eni was an expert in it. And lo and behold, in 6 months, I became a best-selling author in our anthology, and many books are on their way coming in. Why? Because that's happened in the place of collaboration. And one way for me, I've been really be able to collaborate with people is by having conversations. And these are things that people do not do. Have conversations with people, because it's in the place of having conversation you get to know people. You get to know what they do. You get to know them in person, beyond business, beyond the professional space. Who are you? All these things happen in a place of having conversations with people. That's why for me, weekly I dedicate time where I have coffee chat with my connections on LinkedIn. Oh, I just connected with you. Let me get to know you. And what you do, how I can help you, how I can support you. And all these things have really, really been a game changer. Okay, Victoria says she cannot find the link. Okay, if any or Jamie can put the link, I would really love that. Or when I finish talking, I'll just drop the link in so that other persons can share with us. Like I was saying before, there are a lot of people out there, they really want to help, but they don't know how to help you. Why? Because they don't know what you do. And just by having simple conversation, it's a game changer. And Victor is somebody I was privileged to meet earlier in the festive season in December. I traveled to Lagos and I got to meet her one-on-one. And just having that powerful conversation with her became a game changer for me. She shares so much insight. She shares so much nugget that beyond just the professional setting, I got to sit down with her, and then I met her on a one-on-one basis. And I tell you, all these things are game changer. They really help people, entrepreneurs. For some of us, we are just starting. We are building. We are trying to, and set our foot on a global space. We are trying to make an impact. We are trying to leave our own legacy. But then, man does not live in isolation. We cannot do it all by ourselves. The ability for us to collaborate with people is key. And one beautiful thing about LinkedIn is LinkedIn community is a huge community. We have billions of people on this platform. And in the billions of people, I tell you, I've been opportune to meet people. I've seen not just friends anymore, from total strangers who are just mutual connections. We became friends, and from friends we have become families. Families who are always there to support each other. Families who are always there to help each other. That's what collaboration can do for you. I've been hosting online events, and I tell you, hosting online event you know, has not been something that has been done just by myself all alone. I have people behind the scene who are always with me on stage, coming to support, to work with me to make sure every event becomes a huge success. That's the power of collaboration. Imagine I'm doing the event all by myself. I could be talking for hours and hours, and then my saliva gets dries up. But no, I have amazing people who are always in here to share, to talk about, what they do, to share insights. It's very powerful. So that's how we are bringing this event to say, what do you do? And who are you looking forward to collaborate with? Why? Because it's our time we embrace the power of collaboration. I don't want it to just be a conversation where we just get to talk and talk. It's practical. It's practical. And this is a space that is for all. Like I always tell you, it does not matter who you are. It does not matter where you're from. It does not matter where you've been. It doesn't matter what you are currently going through right now. It's a space where you have equal right to come in and share and speak and be part of the stage, to impact people, to inspire people with your words, and especially with what you do as a professional. As our faces are different, so as our skills are different, our expertise are different, our what we do are different. And I tell you, there is no competition. For us, we believe in mutual collaboration. We believe in collaborative growth. You might be doing what I do, but we are not the same. We don't have the same client. We have thousands of people we can reach out to. I always say this: if the entire bird on planet Earth decide to fly at the same time, the sky is still big enough for us to for them to fly. They can still fly, and the space will be enough. So if every one of us on LinkedIn or on the online space decides to shine together, we have enough lights to shine brighter and to make more impact, to influence more people, to reach out to more people. So let's work together, let's collaborate. For me, I'm looking forward to work with anyone out there who are looking forward to host online events just like this. You have a value you are giving, you want to reach out to more people, you want to make more impact, you want to leave social proof through online events by talking about what you do, by sharing your expertise, by sharing your nuggets, because this online event that stays there, years to come, you are still going to see a video you did, an online event you did 3 years ago, still on your page. And you want to create it where you can stream to different platforms and reach out to more people. Free, reach out to me. Let's host that event. Put you in the front of your target audience. I love it, Joshua. I said collaboration is speed. Yes, it's speed. What can take you 5 years, 2 years to figure out? Just by collaborating with people, it can take you just 1 week or 2 weeks or a month, less than a month to get it figured out. That's why collaboration is very, very important. And now, beyond just hosting events, we are helping people to become bestsellers just by hosting events. I will not go into more details, but if you want to be an author, not just an author, a best-selling author, by hosting online event, free, reach out to me, book a one-on-one call. There's a link on my page, book a positivity call. You can book a call with me. I will share more with you on how you can become an author just by hosting online event like this. There's so much opportunities out there that is open to us, and that's why we always say this: in positivity, there's always endless possibilities. We don't believe in competing or fighting one another. We believe in collaboration. We believe in working together, because together we can do so much more to make a huge difference in the world. So I'm going to send the link right now for anyone who is asking the link to say, okay, I want to join in. This is the link on the screen, StreamYard. I will send a link you can click on. This is it on my screen. You want to join us on stage to tell the world what you do and who you are looking forward to collaborate with. Free, reach out to us. And I tell you, it's a powerful journey that we are on. And together we can do so much more to make that impact. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here with us. I'm looking forward to see you join us on stage and share with the world what you do and who you are looking forward to collaborate with. But in the meantime, I'm going to pass the mic to our godfather in the building, Mr. Eni Osan. Mr. Eni, the mic is yours.
Thank you so much. I see Joshua is asking for the link as well. So Joshua, we'll get the link to you in a second. Let's see, who's here? Mr. Asha, I see you. How you doing? That's the Mr. Positive Energy I know. So the amazing Jay is here as well. Mr. Storyteller himself. How you doing, Jay? I'm glad you're here. Mr. Selassie is here as well. Who else do we have? Yeah, Oluwa Bunmi. Yeah. Terrible Nigerian. I try a little. No, I try. Bunmi. That I'm sure that's the version you use instead, right? Yeah. Welcome. Have I missed anyone else? Dr. Dorothy is here as well. on YouTube. How you doing, Dr. Dorothy? I said, hello from the road in Denver. Happy Friday, all. Let's continue to collaborate. That's key, right? That is key to everything we're trying to do. I don't know who LinkedIn user is. Please put your name there so I can welcome you properly. And Liana, we'll see you too. Welcome. I think that's all for now. Have I missed someone? Ruth, I see. I don't think we mentioned you yet. So glad you're here. How are you doing? Okay, superb. Nice. Look, collaboration is no. I built a business in collaboration. There's no way of hiding it, right? You know, I try to figure out where it comes from. I guess I'm trying to work out where it comes from for me, because it's not just something I started doing today. It's a lifelong thing. I realized that when I look back on my career, I guess supporting people, helping people, elevating people, it's in my DNA. It's what I do. That's what got me into marketing in 2000. That's what got me into working for a charity that I got to run, 50, years later. And I think, working with other people is key. Look, I'm not going to hide it from you, my friends. Jamie and I know that having a team as a small business is a hard thing. Building that team, people to collaborate with, is really hard. So we'll get there when we do. I'm actively looking again now to build a team again. So I've built many teams and I've ripped them apart as well, because of the challenges that dealing with humans brings, right? That's just part of when I'm working with people. It's challenging, yes, it's not always easy, but what are you going to do? The simple truth is that, as we said already, I think, we get there faster when we go together. If you want to go further, you might, maybe, again, your team will help you get more things done. That's the truth. We can do things by ourselves, but there's only 24 hours in a day. There's only so much you can do by yourself. With a team, even with a partner, you can quantum leap what you can achieve. Now, 1+1 doesn't make 2 when you collaborate in earnest. Now, 1+1 = 5, = 10. Now, new ideas, new effort, new impetus, motivation, new insights. Just having other people around you makes us achieve more. I say, in everything I've done in life, and maybe even in business, that's moved me forward, has involved other people. Mrs. Z mentioned my book just now. That is our book, The COVID Anthology. That's a group book with 10 authors. Could I have written a book myself? Of course I could have. Whereas by having 10 authors from around the world, we have a richer book, more insights for our readers to benefit from, right? A lot more ideas, a lot more experiences. And the book was written in double quick time, if you look at it that way, because there's more than just me trying to write a book by myself, right? I said the Author Speakers Conference again. If I had an ego problem, as Mike would say, I would just talk at the conference and share my stories with everyone, right? But I know we're going to have a lot more impact. We're going to have a lot more variety of story, deeper stories, more impactful stories, more inspirational stories, by hearing from people who have a story to tell. That's the reason I got 6 speakers who are going to come and share their stories. I said, but the collaboration is not just about getting people on board. So my speakers are actively playing their part. They're selling tickets as we speak. So, collaboration, I think it has to be real collaboration, not just collaboration in name, but collaboration in our behaviors and what we do, right? We have to put the effort in. If you're collaborating with someone or with people and you don't put the effort in, it will show. And that's when things become even more challenging. So don't be that person that puts it all in and plays your part. I said Mrs. E talked a lot about having those conversations, talking to people. I couldn't agree. I said I couldn't agree more, and that is key. That's key for me. So a quick story. So I met a couple of people last couple of days. When I meet people on LinkedIn, when someone connects with me, if they ask nicely, I will. I want to meet them. And so someone asked me, why don't we talk here? And I asked some questions. I'm like, why? If I don't get to meet you, nothing's going to happen between us. Nothing, not a single thing. You might think you're being smart asking questions as if, I'm going to tell you anything that I don't want to tell you. But let's meet, and then you will get to know each other, because that's when you really begin to explore the opportunities. But then I said, I want to tell you about what I do, one of them said. I'm like, yeah, you can. It's not a problem. If we meet, you tell me what you do. I'll tell you what I do too. If you think you're going to tell me what you do, and that's it, then that's not a conversation. That's you trying to sell to me. I said, that's not how it works. So I just want to meet you to get to know who you are. No agenda, nothing else. If there's a chance for us to work together, we'll find it. Simple as that. I met them both, and it's a great conversations. It's great. I imagine they're going to become good friends. They engage in amazing projects. So we'll try and find a way where we can contribute to each other's work. I say, my thing for the point I'm making, Jamie, is simply approach meeting people with an open mind. You get your chance to sell. The biggest mistake you can make is trying to sell to people who don't know you. Whereas, if you meet someone with a truly open mind, we'll see what happens. Let's see what we discover, and let's see where the opportunities are for us to work together. Those things and those opportunities, they will show themselves. But now, don't go into every situation thinking, I need to make money. If you do that, you're just going to burn bridges. But you really want to go in there and just say, I want to know who you are, what you do, what your expertise is, and then let's see how we can work in alignment. I think again, the alignment bit matters. I don't want to work with someone I don't like, someone who's doing something I'm not interested in. I'm saying only by talking do you work out who's who, right? Give yourself that chance, my friends. Collaboration is growing my business from 0 to something. And there'll be more collaborations going forward. Especially at this event as we do it, right? Anyway, my friends, collaborate. I'll leave it there. Who do I want to collaborate with? Look, if you are an author, then Mr. Z and I want to talk to you, of course. If you're writing a book, you want to write a book, I want to talk to you. If you're reading a book, you want to sell it, then I want to talk to you too. But my real target, the people I collaborate with are the people who have created unique solutions, I call it. If you have a good idea, something that people really want, then let's talk. We'll find a way to get your message out to more people. Maybe we even create something new for people. If you're that person who's doing good work and truly believe in yourself and what you're doing, then I'm here to talk and find the chance to work with you. I'll stop talking now, Jamie. I'll let you pass the mic to our guest in the studio.
Thank you so much, Henny. Love your share, and a lot of great points here. And you encouraged people to come up on stage and share their comments as well. We've got several people who are ready to take the stage and share their thoughts on today's topic. So you've heard from you've heard about what collaboration means to all three of us, right? We all think of different things in terms of how collaboration works, but I love what Henny said about, it's not about, for me, right? It's not about how much money, right away, what money am I going to make doing career coaching? my thing is I get a kick out of just getting people, it's not about the money for me. Obviously, yes, my time is important. I do have to make money for the work I do, but it's all about really getting people jobs and getting people hired. And that's where my success comes from. With that, everything else will fall into place. Right. And I'll continue to work with others. So you've heard from us. I know that Joshua said it's not clicking the link. You just have to copy the link, Joshua. If you want to copy the link, put it in your URL in your browser, and that'll take you right to be able to come up on stage here. And then we'll get you up to share your thoughts as well. I see we got Mike, Zarar, and Victoria here on stage. I'm going to go in the order of how everyone got on here. So we're going to bring it to our first guest speaker, Mike. If you want to go ahead and unmute your mic, and then let us know about what your thoughts are on today's topic.
I'm going to go deep first. Can you hear me okay?
Can hear you just fine, loud and clear.
Okay. And what I mean by that is if you're in business or in life and you're not collaborating, you must live on an island by yourself. And what I mean by that is if you have clients, you have to collaborate with them, right? I mean, if you have, if you're in business and have coworkers, you're collaborating. You might not see it that way, and you may not think it's equitable, but you're still collaborating. And then even from a deeper level, I believe that we are created for relationship. Well, relationship means collaboration, because otherwise it's one-sided, and that becomes abusive. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be in an abusive relationship, but I think that we, as the created beings, created as images of God, want to provide, for lack of a better word, fair trade, right? And we want to help each other. Well, that takes shape in collaboration. Now, I had to learn the hard way. I'm going to be a little bit negative for a second. Not everyone else is willing, ready, or able to do that in an equitable way. So I think we also have to sort of put our engage our minds and some boundaries relative to making sure that that collaboration is equitable. I wanted to mention, Jamie, and I put it in the chat. I'm a big believer in collaboration during job search, not only with recruiters and coaches, but with each other. I can't even go. I mean, I would take too long to go into all the benefits of that. But one of the things that I was part of a program that was put out by a gentleman. It's called, just Google Never Search Alone, or I think I actually put the link in, I think it was YouTube. But I highly, highly, highly recommend having a team. They call them job search councils, where, and even after you land the job, to have, I've heard it called various things, but you can have like a board or whatever, just to collaborate and say, hey, this is an idea that I had. Obviously, you would probably want to do that at work too, but particularly if you're an executive, sometimes it can be lonely, and maybe you can't find a team that you can brainstorm with. So I would highly recommend that. The other thing from who I am perspective is, I actually think first and foremost, I am a collaborator, but I'm also a community builder. I am just passionate about community building. And, we have a community here. Again, we may not realize it as such. And I'm passionate about actually trying to deepen those connections via technology. So if you're interested in doing that, hit me up on my DMs on LinkedIn. But that's something I'm passionate about. The other thing, obviously, I'm passionate about more recently is this thing called Soulful Squirrel Studios. And I'm starting another business that's in the middle of renaming, but there I will, if you need intros for your shows, I am more than willing to help you do that for a small fee. And then if you have events that you want to do, if you have birthdays, weddings and such, I can do a custom song for you. I look forward to. I love these pasta fries. In fact, my wife was kind of laughing at me, but when we didn't have it last week, to be honest, I was a little crestfallen. But I understand, life happens, and so I am so happy to be here with you all this Friday.
Thank you. And we're happy to have you here, Mike, as always. And I appreciate you sharing your thoughts and talking about the job council. I love that. And holding each other accountable, right? Being there for each other, holding that accountability, and together everybody will win in the end, right? That's the way I look at it. So thanks for sharing your thoughts here. And I got Jay. Jay says collaboration does not cost a thing. It's free. Collaboration is resonating. Yes, I love it. He also thanked you, Mike, for speaking as well, and said collaboration's great, but it is how you collaborate that matters. This is true in networking as well. But well said, Jay. Yes, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and giving your comments on here. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to our next speaker, and then I'll have Zion go ahead and introduce the one after the next one. So we're going to bring up no stranger to the stage here. Also, Zarar is in the house. Good to see you, Zarar. Welcome back to the stage, and please share your thoughts on today's topic.
Thank you, Jamie. And we've been together in collaborations. And who are you looking to collaborate with? That's amazing topic, because I have that now because of like you guys, amazing people, and my friends there. I learned one thing that I have, and thank you to Cyrus, because he always brings these variations and new projects he's always working on. He said, think and grow niche, right? So I'm not narrowing down everything to make sure who my niche is, and I'm getting very closer to it, because now I understand the business where I am, like this transforming well-being and education through innovation, inclusion, and interculturality, and to bridge that gap between my head office in Spain and Pakistan, and to build that trust here in Pakistanis. So collaboration, of course, because there are already people who've been working here in Pakistan market since 2021, but they lost their brand essence because they really didn't understand those structural duplications, and because of that big population of India and Pakistan, so they cracked that essence. So now I'm trying to heal it through my international managers and professional supervisors who are guiding me step by step. And this is what collaboration actually is. Okay, now I have this chance to actually talk to my supervisors, Jamie, and then to understand how this model was operating in Spain, and how it is working here in Pakistan. So it's all about collaborations, and now educating other Pakistanis here is another task, is another challenge, you could say that way, because in the last 4 years, the brand reputation was being very damaged. So to build that brand reputation back, now when I see Spain, it has produced global team leaders, seriously. And with the history of, decades of history. So to repair that brand essence, so making Spain the global lighthouse, kind of that thing, to bridge that gap. And how? With everything online, through social medias, through contents, bridging everything, going to the live events, reaching out to people in the DMs. So bridging that gap and collaboration is very, very important, and especially in the business where I am. It's like that's the edge, actually. Yeah. Mike?
All right. Amazing. Thank you so much, Zara, for being here with us. Thank you so much for sharing your thought and deep insights. I love the fact that you yourself, you are a collaborator. You are working with people, and you always inspire us with your message and your positive energy. And each time I listen to you and hear you sing, especially, it gladdens my heart and just brings so much joy. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you so much for the nugget you shared on the need for us to collaborate and work together. It's a call to action. It's not just a call to inspire people and let them be like that. No, it's a call to action when it comes to collaboration. And it's not negotiable. It's not a matter of should I or should I not. It's something that is very, very important. For anyone out there, you've seen, for everybody who's spoken today, we'll be able to share on how collaboration has impacted our lives and on our business. You too can be a testimony, a testament of the power of collaboration. So feel free, be part of the movement, take action today, and collaborate with people. Thank you so much, Zara. Once again, we appreciate you. All right, we are moving forward. I think she's the only lady with us on stage today, which is a huge privilege, which is amazing. Madam Victoria Victor, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you so much. It's an honor to have spoken to you physically. And here you are with us on stage today. If you can hear us, Ma, please go for it. Thank you.
Hello, Zion. Hello, Annie, Jamie, Zara, Mike. It's an honor to be here on this platform today. Annie, I've missed your show. Trust me. My itinerary has been hectic, but
Oh, I think that's the internet.
Oh, I thought it was just my internet went out, but you can't hear anymore, right?
No,
can you hear
no.
me?
Yeah,
Can you
Yeah,
hear
we
me?
can hear you now.
Hello.
Yes. Come on
Yeah.
back.
My internet is crazy. My internet is crazy. All right, let's go.
Uh-oh.
Okay, when we talk about collaboration, a lot of people don't take cognizance of the fact that it's not just what this person can do for me, particularly when it has to do with cross-cultural collaboration. You have to know, you have to understudy the culture of the person that you're going to be collaborating with. See, when we talk about cross-cultural collaboration, it's not about being nice to the difference. It's about leveraging that difference as an operating system. When people from different cultures work together, they bring distinct mental models, how they interpret authority, how they interpret time, risk, communication, and success. If unmanaged, because these are things we have to take cognizance of before we go into it. If they are not properly managed, these differences create friction. If well understood, it creates strategic depth. So any high performing global team don't aim for sameness. They design a complementarity. Some cultures will optimize for speed, others for precision. Some will go value hierarchy, while others will value debate. Some will speak directly, while others will read the context. You see the mistake? Treating one cultural style as professional and others as emotional or inefficient. That's not leadership, it's a cultural bias. True cross-cultural collaboration, as we know, requires real cultural intelligence. That is the ability for us to adapt without losing our identity. Now, these haven't been taken care of. Once again, I am glad to be here tonight with you. My name, once again, like Zion said, is Victoria Victor, Mr. Positivity. Thank you. I'm a mindset transformation and leadership coach. My life work revolves around helping women and youth discover their purpose, develop their skills, and dominate their spheres with excellence and integrity. I lead the Victorian Empowerment Foundation, the umbrella body of Leadership Influence Roundtable Academy for Leaders and Emerging Leaders, and the Victorian Entrepreneurial Academy, now called Victorian Empowerment Foundation Tech Rise, where we mentor and train women and youth across Africa to become tech-driven leaders, innovators, and builders of sustainable change. Right now, we are working on a project very, very dear to my heart called the Verve Tech Rise. It's more than just a training program. It is a movement to close Africa's digital divide by merging purpose, innovation, and tech education for women and youth in our local communities across Africa, starting from Nigeria. We've already started this year. We are not just teaching tech, no, it's beyond that. We are transforming economies, and our mission is to raise a generation of women and youth who can code, create, program, and contribute meaningfully to Africa's GDP. We are using the gamified system of learning where they take charge, they think independently, and they solve real life problems, and in return they win tokens that can give them seats in the board. We are now at a stage where collaboration is key, not necessarily funding alone, but shared insight, partnership, and strategic alignment with the people who believe in building sustainable systems, not quick fixes. So on this, I would say once again, yes, we can do it when we understand our needs, when we can merge our hearts and our minds together, when we can think alike, when we are on the same path, not for what I can get out of you or what you can get out of me, but for what we can together mold for generations to come and take Africa to that zenith that it once was. Now, this is my heart's desire. Thank you again for your time and for being open to this conversation. I'm excited about the possibilities this connection could unlock for women and youth across Africa. And so on this note, Mr. Positivity, Zion, I love you. I love you. I'm so proud of you. Mr. Eni, my beloved brother, I love you too. I love everybody that is on this stage today and every listener. May God bless you and make you greater than your expectations in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Amen. Amen, we say, right? Yeah. Mrs. Z,
Yes.
we're waiting for you.
I'm speechless. That was great. I love that, Victoria. Thank you so much. I was didn't know what to say after that. That was an amazing take on collaboration and the shout outs. And I really appreciate you, Victoria, for jumping on stage and sharing your thoughts. And wow, we've had some good, some really good, we've had 3 speakers come up on stage and it's been amazing. And we got Asher in the comments here who said, a dream can't be done alone. It needs people to help you fulfill it. Collaboration is powerful for it, complements your weaknesses while strengthening your strength. Yes, I love that. That is powerful. You're right, because it does it does really help you with your weaknesses, because you find out things that maybe you didn't know were weaknesses, but it also, kind of revigorates that strength, right? So I love that. And then Mike responded to that saying, but we need to be secure in ourselves in order to effectively collaborate. And that I agree with too. You're absolutely right. So, wow, we've had a lot of good thoughts on today's topic here. Next week is going to be our gratitude call, right? The last Friday of the month, as we always do. So please make sure that you come to the call ready to talk about the things we're grateful for in February, right? And maybe what's going on in your life that you're grateful for, and how things are going to start the year, right? Just come and bring some good conversation. We're all going to partake in it. We all love this. It's my favorite call. Like I said, sharing gratitude and the things that I'm grateful for. I know we'll have a lot to talk about for sure. Make sure you sign up for Annie's event, right? Annie, how much is the ticket you said?
£10, $13. On the exchange rate.
There you go. What day is the event again?
So it's on Thursday, the 26th.
There it is. Thursday the 26th. Yes, right there. So check that out. And I guess, I don't know if we have anyone else on that wants to come up on stage. We do have another 20 minutes. We go for, we used to do these calls. I want to say they were an hour long a while ago, right? And we realized that we needed to make them longer because, we didn't want to cut people off. And then sometimes you get people who, are afraid to come up on stage and, they decide after they hear people speak that it's okay. It's a safe space. They want to come up on stage. So, we still got 20 minutes if people want to come up here. If not, we definitely can end the call early, which is not a problem too. Any of my hosts, Zion, do you want to add to the conversation? Anything else you want to say?
Yes, thank you so much, King Jimmy. Thank you, Annie, and thank you so much, Victoria Victor. Like you said, it's always a privilege to have you join us on stage and share with us. We appreciate you so much. And Uncle Mike, Zara, it's a privilege to have you. We've said a whole lot when it comes to collaboration. And like I said earlier, beyond just talking, it's about taking action. Beyond just talking and talking about, it's about what are we doing? What are you doing to collaborate? What action step are you taking right now to work with people, to collaborate with people, to see how we can learn together, grow together, and make an impact together? Because at the end of the day, it's about who you know and who know you, and then who you can work with. I will say that again. It's about who you know you, and who you can work with. Because the resources you are looking for is with somebody. The creativity you are looking for is with somebody. And I tell you, we cannot do everything all by ourselves. We cannot do all by yourself. Yes, you might be good in everything, but you cannot be at one different place at the same time. So the ability for us to work with people can also allow us to delegate, to work together with people. Oh, yes, you have a business. Work with somebody who's into marketing. Work with somebody who's into content writing. Work with somebody who is into event hosting. Working with different people can just help you to be more effective and efficient rather than doing everything all by yourself. This conversation of collaboration is a huge one, and it's so dear to my heart. Why? Because my life has been impacted, my life has been transformed through the power of collaboration. So we are bringing this awareness so that more people can get to know that collaboration is key, collaboration is very, very important, and collaboration is a major game changer in business, especially as an entrepreneur. Man does not live in isolation. Your business does not live in isolation. Business interact with business. People interact with people. So reach out to people, have conversation with people, see how you can work together, see how you can collaborate. And lastly, I will end with this. When we talk about collaboration, I had an experience. Somebody just woke up to me, I want to collaborate. So my question is, what do you want to collaborate with? The person had no idea.
Yeah.
So even as we're talking about collaboration, you have to be clear about what you want to collaborate in. That's why we are asking, who do you? Because the who do you will be effective when there is something to collaborate in. The who do you want to collaborate with will be much more efficient when there is something already on ground to collaborate on. So before you walk up to somebody, I want to collaborate, make sure you are doing something. Make sure something is on ground. You have a goal, you have a target, you have a mission, you have something you are pursuing, so that when you meet to collaborate, you are not now trying to find the vision, the mission. No, something is already on ground. We are collaborating to build on already existing vision, on already existing goal, to just improve and scale our impact and our ability to inspire more people. So I encourage us, every day we learn, every day is an opportunity to collaborate. Do not hold back. Like I said, it's an open space. We have thousands of people which we are connected with. And just one recommendation can make a huge difference. Or you want to work with this person, you don't know how to assess them. If I'm connected to the person, or Jamie is connected to the person, or any, or Uncle Mike or Zara is connected, just a message. Oh, Zara, there's somebody you're connected with. I want to reach out to this person. Can you help me do the introduction? Boom. For me, I've done this 1,000 times for people who need to be introduced to somebody in my network. Why? Because collaboration is at stake. So let's be intentional about it. Let's give it our best shot, because together we can do so much more. Through collaboration, that's how we embrace positivity. Like I always tell you, in positivity, there's always endless possibilities. And one way for that possibilities is to collaborate and work together. So thank you so much. I'll read the mic so we can share our final thoughts. King Jamie, let me yield the mic back to you, then pass the mic to other persons.
Yeah, well said, Zion. Well said, and thank you for wrapping this up and kind of bringing it all together. There's collaborating there's just so many advantages to doing it, right? And there's so many advantages to partnering up with people and being a team and winning together and realizing that there's just, whether you're in business, there's so much space to grow. There's so many different people, no matter what business you're in, there's many people out there who are probably looking for what you do. You're only one person sometimes if you're a small business. Maybe you're a couple people. You can't possibly do it all, right? But you can learn from as many people as possible, and you continue to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And that's, once again, that's why there's just no disadvantages to obviously collaborating. So, no, this was a great call. And, I appreciate everyone who's joined our call today, who's been on the call here, and who's really shared their thoughts. And whether you came on stage or was in the comments, we always appreciate you being here and spending time with us. I'm looking forward to having everybody here next week, same time, and getting ready to talk about some gratitude. So any last words that you want to share?
I was touched by Zara and Victoria's points. Yeah, but I think what I took from what they shared is that collaborations, it's about raising people. I think it's about helping up people to become better and become something. And I know what Zara does. Zara trains people to run their own business, really. I'm saying that's a type of collaboration. Of course, Victoria's IT support. It's also a chance to raise people to become better at that, and maybe even build a career. My point is, collaboration can elevate people. So many people come to collaborate to make more money, whereas many people collaborate to raise others. I always have to say, whatever we do, we need to make people feel better and be better off as a result of meeting us. That's a version of collaboration I think not many mention. So I appreciate that. I do want to thank you, Joma. I think Miss Asha, of course, I see. I see the key he says is knowing the other person. Knowing the other person is important as well, because you have to align your paths together. We have to know who. Now, back to Mrs. Z's point, we need to talk to people to actually get to know them. The best collaborations, involves building a relationship. That's the only way we're going to grow together and work together. Any other way is not going to work. If you want to collaborate with someone and then suddenly you ghost them, where's that going to go? It's going to go nowhere, right? So you actually have to, we have to learn to become friends, real friends. That's how partnerships are born, right? So E. German says we need to collaborate at all times, at home, at work, and in our business and our day-to-day activities. It does require an open mind and trust. Like I was just saying, if you don't know someone, how can you trust them? You can't, right? You do have to put the time in. The relationship part's probably the most important part. of any collaboration as you're getting to know the people you're working with. Dr. Yvonne, I see you. I think that's Dr. Yvonne. Yeah, I think that. How you doing, Dr. Yvonne? Dr. Yvonne's one of my sponsors for my conference. So, yeah, of course. I love everyone who supports my event, whether they buy tickets or you're a sponsor. I will thank you and love you forevermore. I mean that sincerely. If you want to buy a ticket, the link is there. It's in the chat. So do go and buy a ticket. And it is £10, $13. Yeah, I shouldn't break the bank, but if it does, I'll understand. So if you can't make it on a day, let's say, you can always come, I'll send you the replay for those who do buy tickets. Amaka, I see you. Welcome. Not Dr. Amaka, this is a different Amaka. So just hello, everyone. Interesting topic. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. You're never too late. We also appreciate you. Look, my friends, collaboration is, it's a game changer, as Mr. Z said, right? I think those who do it with, as Jamie said, bring them all of you to the relationship, and play your part. Your business will grow exponentially a lot quicker than you can ever grow it yourself. That's what I've learned. So let's collaborate. Let's make it work. Mike, anything you want to say before we go? I see you're muted earlier, so I wonder if you got the last comments you want to make today, Mike.
Absolutely. I wanted to provide actually 2 practical applications. One is in this circle right here, but I was on a show the other day and one of the guests was having sound issues, and it was really annoying because it was basically white noise. And so a number of us actually got together to attempt to troubleshoot. And this is where it's not just collaboration, but the cross-cultural and cross-gender collaboration. A fourth party came in and then started to step us through what I would call typical triaging. And together, all, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, well, 5 of me, sorry, I forgot to count myself. All 5 of us ended solving that person's sound issue live. So I just thought that was a great example of cross-cultural, cross-gender, collaboration live. Well, the second one is right here. And I'm going to say, and I get a little teared up when I say these types of things. I believe what's going on here today, right now, in this moment, is greater than the sum of us, meaning the sum of our parts. So somehow, something, I actually believe it's metaphysical, but you don't have to go there if you can't, that we actually create something different than we could separately right here in this moment. So to me, that's sort of the highest form of collaboration. But I agree, and something I touched on previously, and any distrust touched on is trust. I think one, obviously collaboration is absolutely necessary, and it's that, for lack of a better word, that good faith collaboration that engenders the trust. But I would also say time. As much as I love any of these gentlemen on stage, time has also been a factor. So as we progress through 25 and now 26, hopefully as we spend more time, that trust deepens, and as we get to know each other better, the collaboration deepens, and so that's what I got for today. Thank you so much, all y'all, including those that are no longer on the stage. It has been a major pleasure.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much. Your kind words as well. Zarai, do you want anything you want to say before we go?
Yes, bro. It's like you see. Thank you always, you Annie, because you always note down those things we have to face online. Being an entrepreneur is not easy, guys. And I salute Annie, I salute Jamie and Zion and everyone, Mike. I know, because it takes a lot to be an entrepreneur and to actually niche down the people you're really looking for to work with, right? And that's why now, as those top 100 CEOs, those people I got connected here in Lahore in the last 14 months on site in different um, events, corporate events, chambers, festivals. I'm making sure to have them in my picture, right? They're 45 plus, to create something, digital business for them, like how I built for myself, for them also, to tell them, to teach them, to guide them. Okay, there is another way. You don't have to go door to door. We are not selling products. I have something bigger than your imagination. You may be there in 100 and you're already there doing your ventures internationally. But me, I'm going to make you learn something new. That is duplication. Are you in for duplications? The real entrepreneurship for those who are determined, because we need that conviction in them. It's not hard. It's not easy life, and you'd learn. And I really love these people here on the stage because I know who they are, and they are the ones today. I'm here sharing these stages, going on the live events, talking with the people, having one-on-one conversations, and it's so amazing to collaborate and you learn. This learning process is beautiful. So thank you, Hani. I'm not going to take much time, and yeah.
Thank you so much. I see my favorite Lisa, and I really one of my favorite collaborations when we talk menopause and midlife issues and strategies. Welcome, and I'm glad you piped up just before we leave, right? So you're never too late for our events. Mike is as excited as me, Lisa. So there you go. But thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Jamie, do you want the mic back? Should I close the show?
You can close it out, my friend.
Thank you. So next time you see us, my friends, we're gonna be on Restream. I'm gonna kill my StreamYard today. It has to be done. It's a cost issue. So it's the same thing. It makes no difference to anyone. Our audience, our speakers, not going to see much difference. You might see a difference on the screen in terms of how it looks, but it's the same functionality. It'll still be us coming up, talking, and you can always also come up and share as well. But I'm just giving you a heads up, right? Okay, I've located our end music. So thank you, everyone. Jamie, thank you for another great hosting, of course.
Thank
You
you.
enjoy your weekend, Mrs. Z. Everyone enjoy your weekend, and
Yes.
let's do it again next week, right? I look forward to it.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Later. Have a great weekend.
Our speakers, we appreciate you all. We really do. Can't do the show without you. Our audience, of course, you are the ones we're talking with, right? So hopefully you got something from today. If you need any help to apply positivity in your life and in your business to change your results, Mr. Z is the one to talk to for sure. He's a positivity coach amongst us. So, you know what the rest of us do. If you don't, talk to us, right? Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. She's success, we go